Hello everybody, this is Richard. I'm at Monsterfestmania. This is the premiere of this event, and I have comic book writer Chris here, and he does some of the Simpson books and some other stuff. So, how's it going?
I'm not in jail, I'm doing all right.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did you get into writing comic books?
Bad breeding, a lot of it. I grew up loving comic books, and it was something I always wanted to do, and I ended up becoming a pop art painter, a fine artist, and I got to a point where I had a couple thousand paintings done, and I needed to take a break, and so I did. And I decided I would take some time to do some comics, and my Mr. Beat character, B-E-A-T, Mr. Beat, came out, and the doggone thing went through the ceiling. People were excited about it, and I was shocked. And a fellow named Matt Groening was reading it, and his staff were reading that book, and they called me to ask me if I wanted to write for then the very first Bart Simpson comic book that came out, and they gave me the lead story, and it's been 15 years I've been freelancing for them.
Wow, 15 years? That's a long time writing.
Yeah, it's a long time spending Uncle Matt's money. I'll do it.
So you said you've worked with several of the creators with the book too, right?
Oh yeah, that's the best. You know, I get to work with comic book legends, and I love that. So, and also some rock and roll legends as well. You know, Gene Simmons and Alice Cooper.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
I got to co-write with them on a Treehouse of Horror.
Oh, cool.
You know, and I got to take the Bartman character and do a Batman parody, which is like one of my favorite things is Batman.
Oh yeah.
You know,
definitely.
so yeah, but there's a lot of perks to it. You know, big thanks to my friend Bill Morrison, probably the best editor I ever had in my life, and a good personal friend who dragged me in, kicking and screaming for more work.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but he always took care of me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he mentored me, you know, to writing.
Getting it down and stuff.
Yeah, because I was doing independent comics, and there's a difference between writing for yourself and writing for licensed character product.
Oh yeah, you got like constraints and stuff, don't you, a little bit?
Well, yeah. See, a lot of artists will want to take in, or creators will want to infuse themselves, their own personality onto the characters. When you're working for licensed character products, like The Simpsons or Mr. Magoo or Genie or what have you, it doesn't matter what it is. You find out, you take the time to research to find out what made that character great. Like Popeye is Popeye because of what? And it endured so many decades because it was this. Okay, you find out what that was, and you hang on to that. That's the voice of the character. And you understand its motivations. And then what you do is you put that character into new situations it hasn't been in before, but you have it react the way it always did react to the new situations. So you keep it contemporary, but you keep it familiar, and you keep your hands off, keep your ego out of it. And I said, which is kind of hard for people to do because we're all egomaniacs. You know what I mean? Now, with superhero comics, you can mess things up completely, and 3 years later, they relaunch everything anyways. So who cares? You know, but with licensed characters like comedy characters, you want it to be dead on.
Oh, okay. That way, like, the audience knows the character, they're going into it, and you got to keep them feel what's going on in the TV show.
Right. Well, yeah, you know, what's great is about what I do is when somebody comes along and they say, by the way, I wanted to tell you, when I read your comics for The Simpsons, I hear the voices that I hear on the show. And then they say, I don't hear that with everyone else. And I said, why is that? And they said, I don't know. It just seems like it's not quite genuine. But when you do it, it's genuine, and I can hear it. That's one of the highest compliments you could ever give someone who works with licensed comics or licensed characters, because it shows that you're honoring what it really was.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, so I'm prepared if people want to throw me underdog or anybody. I'm ready for that. I have a Casper, Hot Stuff, all that stuff. I'm ready. That's what I grew up on.
Oh, that's cool. So, any other projects coming up besides this, or is this just your main right now?
Yeah, I've got some secret projects that I'm working on. Well, new Mr. Beat, of course.
Okay.
I'm going to go out on a limb and tell you this. I'm bringing back the Yellow Kid.
Oh, wow.
So do the math on that.
Yes, definitely.
And it's in production, and we're about halfway through the first book.
Is that through you, or?
That's through me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I may or may not go through a mainline publisher.
Right.
But I probably will have it distributed properly. Regretfully through Diamond. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
I don't care. You know what I mean?
get it out there.
That's the deal.
Yeah.
You know. But again, you know, what made the character great? You know, if I had the opportunity to write Mickey Mouse comics, what made Mickey Mouse great?
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, it doesn't matter what my job as a writer is this. It doesn't matter what character you need done. You want it done right, bring it to me. We'll talk about it. I says, and then what we'll do is we'll say, well, where do we want this to go? How long is your license? And what's the motivation of the character? And let's keep it within that and take it somewhere fantastic and have it. So I want the reader to have fun. And I want to honor the old fan as well as bring in new ones.
Oh, that's cool.
See, that's how it is for me.
So how could someone get in touch with you? You have a website?
Oh, I'm easy. I'm on Facebook. It's Chris Yambar, Yambar. Chris Yambar. Look for me.
Okay.
I'm the guy who looks, oddly enough, just like me. So,
Well, everybody, take advice. If you have a property you want him to write, look him up and check him out. Well, thank you for the interview.
thank you so much. Just a privilege to work with other people on their properties. I love it. I like to work on my own, but I love to work on other people's products. It's, like I say, it's an honor. It's a challenge. So thank you in advance. And thanks to all my fans out there, too, because thank you for enabling me to do what I love.
Cool.
Thanks.
Thank you.